play your position or change your position. I notice that so many women complain about the role that they have in their man's life, but that stems from most not knowing exactly what their role is and what their role entails. What you ladies need to realize is that there are only a few titles that can hold in a man's life, and they are as follows: wife, wifey. This is the main and should be the only woman in his life. She knows about his business, both legal and illegal if it applies. She has the luxury of sitting back and kicking her feet up while he tends to all her needs. She only works if she wants to. She takes care of the home and the children. She has access to all his money. She may suspect he's fooling around, but won't jump to every opportunity to accuse him. Instead, she'll sit back and gather clues and build in a rock solid case against him. Once she has compiled all of the evidence and clues and building a rock solid case against him and made arrangements that secures the future of her and her children, she'll present the case and smile proudly now that the ball is in her court. Side chick. The man may have many women that he deals with, but the one that is second in command, she knows about his home life and doesn't care because oftentimes she gets treated better than a wife. She gets all the spare money and time. She takes the business trips with him. She knows that he has to keep his content, so she'll keep her mouth shut. Her main job function is to console him and ease his mind by any means necessary when things at home are not going well. She secretly aspires to one day replace the wife, but little does she know that will never happen. Even if his home ends up being broken, he'll never choose the side chick as the wife's successor because while they have lots of fun together, great sex, etc., he has never respected her for dealing with and accepting a man who was already involved with someone else. He actually looks down on her for settling for second. The jump off. Sadly, this applies to the majority of this reading. Unfortunately, you think you are the running to be his wife or side chick, but nothing could be further from the truth. No matter how hard you work, no matter how many hoops of fire you jump through, or what lewd sexual act you perform, you are and will always be just something to do when the wife and the side chick are preoccupied. You're the one who never gets to go anywhere with him. He hardly ever gives you any time, and you get almost zero money. Most of his calls come in wee hours in the morning when he wants that extra sexual stimulation that only you will stoop low enough to administer. If he indulges in any illegal activities, you are the one he sends on the runs and drops. He has no regard for your freedom, feelings, or safety. You'll never know where he lives, and here's the kicker. He has given his boys the green light to sleep with you if they can pull it off. Sorry, babes, but you are the bottom of the barrel. So there you have it, the three categories that men put you women in. Now the question is, which category do you fit in? This is the part where the harsh reality will set in because most of you have miscategorized yourself for weeks, months, even years. The jump off thinks she's the side chick. The side chick knows she is more than a jump off, and they both think they're going to be wifey. It should also be noted that having a baby with the man does not increase your status. You just get a baby mama tagline added to the title you already have. This, however, does not count for the jump off because there's no way in hell he is going to allow you to have the baby. This will be the most money you ever see from him at one time and is supposed to be used for an abortion. I know it sounds harsh, but I'm just keeping it real. Now, because he has such stronger feelings for the side chick, he may allow you to keep the baby, but you know the consequences if you ever breathe a word of it to anybody you won't. It's sad to say, but there are so many of you that are not in the wife position, yet you're satisfied with being right where you are. It's sort of confusing. because while you bitch, moan, and complain about it, you still don't go anywhere. He knows you are not going anywhere. As far as the wife goes, she is just at fault because most of the time she sees the sign of infidelity and turns a blind eye to it. We'll talk about that more in the next chapter. The manual.